of rule of law democracy, coming from Voters Association. And also we have, I may not be alive to see Igbo man become president, and that's from former Senate President and incumbent chairman of the Board of Trustees BOT of the main opposition People Democratic Party, Dr. Aldofos Nwabara. Okay, so another one says Obi exonerates colonialism, blames poor leadership for Africans' problem, and we'll still look into another one that says election manipulation fears, partisan regs spark foul storm. All of these wrapped up in one show. Peter Anosike would be doing justice to all of these. So we start the show officially and properly with the Kano Guba, where the appeal court ruling, rape of rule of law democracy, and that's from the Voters Association. The Voters' Right Association of Nigeria, VRAN, has described appeal court ruling sacking the Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) as a rape of rule law and democracy. The Abuja division of the appeal court had on Friday upheld the ruling of the lower governorship election petition tribunal sitting in Kano State that sacked Governor Yusuf and declared the All Progressive Congress APC candidate Nasiru Gawuna winner of the election. A statement on Saturday signed by a human rights lawyer and president of VRAN, Dr. Jesse Akejuba, called on the National Judicial Council (NGC) to intervene and call the judges to order. Peter Anosike, you're welcome. Good evening. I'll be doing this with you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Let's get your say on this one, the Kano Guba.
Kano State governorship election has generated a lot of issues. And in Nigeria, in election, in politics, that's what is called swing states.
Okay.
And Kano is one of the swing states in Nigeria. A swing state is a state that will help you to win presidential election. Just like in the United States, we have about 6 swing states.
Okay.
And these are very states with a lot of populations. So in Nigeria, because from the 2006 census, because since 2006, we have not had another census up till now.
All right.
Census is supposed to be happening every 10 years.
Oh, okay.
But the last census we have was under Olusegun Obasanjo, and that was in 2006.
All right.
And then from that census, Kano was declared as the most populous state in Nigeria, followed by Lagos State. So since there's no other census, Kano officially still remains the most populous state in the country. So anybody that wants to win the presidency in Nigeria, Kano should be his main target, because of election is all about numbers.
Okay.
So, and apart from being a swing state, Kano is also a volatile state. Kano is also, that's a state that is prone to violence. So that makes it very, very sensitive.
Okay.
So, but the governorship election, as was declared by the appeal court, a lot of things went wrong there. An instance, they said that 165,000 votes were not stamped by the INEC. Therefore, it becomes illegal. Understand? And they have to remove those votes from the NNPP governor, Yusuf. Do you understand it? This is not a mistake of NNPP, but maybe an oversight or a deliberate mistake by INEC. Understand?
Yes.
So they removed the 165,000 votes from that of the NNPP candidate, because the NNPP candidate scored about 1 million, but the APC candidate scored about 815,000. So they removed the 165,000 votes, thereby disenfranchising 115,000 people for a mistake that is not their own. For a mistake that is not their own. Then number 2, they said that the NNPP candidate was not a member of the party when he contested the election. And all of us know that Supreme Court has handled the issue of a party candidacy. The Supreme Court under P2B, when they took P2B to court, that P2B was not a member of the Labour Party. Supreme Court said that the issue of membership of a party is a pre-election issue, and that it is only members of a party that will determine who is their member and who is not their member.
All right.
So, but the NNPP candidate submitted has a membership card of NNPP. Understand? And his name appeared as the candidate of NNPP, which INEC published. Then why should court now say that he's not a member of NNPP? Then, when the appeal court upheld the result of the tribunal, 5 days later, they published their certified true copy, CTC. And there were a lot of contradictions. Understand? Because in the first sentence, in the page 65 of the certified true copy, they said that they are nullifying the result of the tribunal. Understand? And awarding 1 million naira cost against APC. Then in another paragraph, they say that they dismiss the appeal of the petitioner being the NNPP candidate. So this is what is causing the problem. Understand? So what it shows is that they already have a result written. Now in attempt to hurriedly change it, they couldn't erase a lot of things. So that's why they have turned the Kano now to a military state. There were serious protests in Kano 2 days ago. The youth were protesting, and today they also want to protest, but they have sent soldiers there to make sure that the youth don't protest. But the issue is this: the Yusuf of NNPP has gone to the Supreme Court hoping to get justice, because we know that what the appeal court delivered was not justice. There's no way you can punish somebody for offense that he did not commit.
Yeah, it's true.
People voted, INEC recorded, but that they did not stamp it. Understand? It's not the fault of the voters. It's not the fault of NNPP. So why do you remove the votes from the NNPP candidates? That for the mistake that is not from them, assuming it is a mistake. Assuming it is a mistake, why should you punish NNPP for a mistake that is not from them? That is number one. Number two, how can appeal court determine who is the candidate of a party? It's not their business. Appeal court has said that this is a pre-election matter. Understand? Because what a tribunal treats is what happened on the day of the election and subsequently, not what happened before the election. So the candidate of a party is before the election. So what happened in Kano is injustice walking on 4 legs. And that's why the association said that it is a rape on democracy. It is a rape on democracy. It is punishing somebody for an offense he did not commit.
Yeah.
It is disenfranchising people who postponed what they should have done, stayed on the queue, voted, suspended what they should have done for the whole day to go and vote. Now you are saying because INEC did not stamp the result that it is invalid. So for me, Supreme Court should do the needful. Otherwise, this problem is going to continue for a very long time in Kano.
Okay, so if just in case you're joining, this is VOP 90.3 FM, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we are having a recap of some of the major issues that trended during the week. My name is Kizike, and I have Peter Anosike, who would be is already doing justice to that. Let's get on the next one, where this one says, I may not be alive to see Igbo man becomes president, from Wabara. Former Senate President and the incumbent chairman, the board of trustees, BOT, of the main opposition People's Democratic Party, Dr. Alphonse Wabara, had regretted that he may not be alive to see an Igbo man become the president of Nigeria, given what he described as calculated political manipulation against the race. The 75-year-old diplomat and elder statesman, who made the lamentation in an exclusive chat with reports, said he could still not reconcile why the political hawks in Nigeria were afraid of the Igbo man. He said, I may not be alive to see an Igbo man become president of Nigeria. It's so painful and it gives me concern. I don't know why Nigeria does not seem to have trust in us. But the fact remains that an Igbo man can fix Nigeria if given the opportunity. But unfortunately, some forces seem not to be comfortable with this. The Igbo man, who also, he went as far as saying, the Igbo man has proved his mettle and thrives virtually in every field of human endeavors. Yet, Nigeria does not believe in allowing him to come to power. There is no doubt he will make Nigeria great if allowed to be president. Unknown to these forces, as long as the Igbo man is down politically, the entire country will be down. Nigeria has nothing to lose but all to gain if an Igbo man is allowed and supported to take a shot at the presidency. Senator Wabara further argued that Igbo are the tribalized ethnic group in Nigeria, which has sacrificed and is ready to sacrifice so much for unity of Nigeria. Anosike, this is quite looking very interesting. Come on, this.
Okay, what he said
is it a possibility?
What he said is true. Understand?
It's true.
What he said is true. Very, very true. And I'm going to prove it to you.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to go down history. That is to show that what Wabara said is true.
Okay.
There is an unwritten agreement by the powers that be, understand, that an Igbo man will never be president under the present Nigeria. Understand? There's an unwritten agreement by the powers that be that an Igbo man will never rule Nigeria. The word is never. Understand me?
Yes.
And it is in their mind. Okay. Immediately after the Civil War,
okay,
mind you, what caused the Civil War was supposed to be what they call a police action. That they are going to do a police action in the southeast, which would not last more than 24 hours.
Okay.
Understand? They are going to quell the rebellion in the southeast, and that it will not go beyond 24 hours. But that 24 hours now lasted to 3.5 years. So what they think that a problem they think that they could have solved under 24 hours lasted for more than 3.5 years. That is the Nigeria Biafra Civil War.
Okay.
So at the end of the war, and mind you, Nigeria couldn't even win that war on their own. They have to bring foreign
people,
powers like Britain, Russia, to come and assist them in defeating Biafra. They couldn't do it on their own. Understand? So they were wondering what made these people so powerful. Understand? They were able to sustain this war for 3.5 years. So after the war, they come to a conclusion that they will never allow an Igbo man to test power anymore.
Is this a known story?
I'm giving you a fact. This is a people are listening to us from all over the world.
Yeah, I understand that.
Understand me? So they said that they will never allow an Igbo man to rule Nigeria again. They begin to see Igbo people as security risk who will never be allowed to near power.
So let me get on this. Agreement between who and who? Agreement.
The Nigerian state.
Nigerian state.
Yes. Understand me? The Nigerian state. So I will give you all the proofs.
Okay, I want to hear you. I'm listening.
Immediately after the war, Gowon came up with what he called the 3R: reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reconciliation. That Igbos need to be brought back to Nigeria. So he formed that 3R. That's rehabilitation, reconstruction, and reconciliation. That's to reconcile Nigeria with the so-called defeated Biafra. Understand? So, but Musa Yar'Adua said that this is unnecessary. Why should Gowon do that? That it doesn't make any meaning. Do you know why Gowon was kicked out of power? Gowon was overthrown because of he appointed Engineer Odo, the chairman of NNPC then. That was one of the main reasons why Gowon was kicked out of power. Murtala Muhammad, at the meeting where Gowon announced Engineer Odo as the chairman of the then they call it NNOC, which later become NNPC.
Okay.
That he has appointed Engineer Odo as the chairman of the oil corporation.
Yes.
Murtala Muhammad walked out of the meeting in anger. Understand? Why should he appoint an Igbo man into that position? That's when the coup against Gowon started. Understand me? That Igbos are security risks, that they shouldn't be given sensitive position. Murtala Muhammad said this. So he began to recruit people that they are going to overthrow Gowon for giving an Igbo man a sensitive position. Understand me?
Yes.
So Gowon was later kicked out. Babangida was fully involved in the coup. Understand? Babangida was fully involved in the coup as a lieutenant colonel then. Joseph Garoba was in the coup. Musa Yar'Adua, Sheikh Musa Yar'Adua, the elder brother of former president Ombaro Yar'Adua, was involved in the coup. The main reason was because Gowon appointed an Igbo man, the chairman of then NNPC. Understand?
Yes.
Then 79, they had a civilian administration with Sheikh Shagari as president and Alex Ekwueme as a vice president. Alex Ekwueme is an Igbo man. They ruled the first term successfully. Second term, Babangida and others felt that if they allow them to finish their second term, that there's likelihood of Alex Ekwueme becoming president. They have to overthrow Shagari government just because of an Igbo man. they have to overthrow. They said it was on air that the reason why Shagari government was overthrown in December 31st, 1983 was to stop an Igbo man from becoming president. Understand me? So when they overthrew the Ekwueme Shagari government, they send the Shagari to his house, say he's under house arrest, and send the Ekwueme vice to prison. You see it? Number 1 was kept under house arrest. Number 2, who they say is a spare tire, was put in prison just because he is an Igbo man. Understand me? That is number 2.
Okay.
Understand? Then Buhari continued from Buhari to Babangida. Babangida 8 years, Abacha 5 years. Understand? They begin that to mount pressure for return on democracy, for a return to democracy. Between 1997 and 1998, they said they should go and form political parties. Ekwueme formed G34, which later become PDP. Understand? And they saw PDP as a very dominant party then. And the Ekwueme, being the highest political office holder, understand?
Yes, true.
Being the highest is likely to be the presidential candidate of PDP. Understand me? So Babangida has to go to Yona prison and beg Obasanjo to come out and contest. Understand me? Babangida has to go to Yona prison where Abacha knocked Obasanjo up and begged him to come out and contest. And they gave him the presidential candidate of PDP just to stop an Igbo man. Understand? Then let me go back to our
talk. Mabara.
Currency.
Okay.
Currency. During the war and after the war, we were using pounds. Understand?
Okay.
Shillings and pounds. That's what we were using. But after that war, when they make the decision that an Igbo man will never be president, they decided that they should make it so that it will be on everybody's consciousness, so that it will always be in their mind. They changed our currency to Naira. For people, some people thought that Naira came from the word Nigeria. It's not true. Understand me? No country in the world derive the name of their currency from their country.
Okay.
None. America uses what? Dollars.
Yeah, dollar.
Britain uses pounds. Japanese uses yen. Ghana here uses cedi.
Yeah.
South Africa rand. Understand? So people thought that Naira came from Nigeria. It's not true. Naira means never allow Igbo rule again. Understand me?
Yes.
Naira mean never allow Igbo rule again. So as they are seeing it, it is in their mind. Understand me? So people who are looking at Naira may not understand the underground, how that name came about. Understand? So in 1998, they gave Obasanjo the candidacy of PDP to stop Ekwueme from becoming president. Understand that?
Yes.
Then what happened there in 2023? When they see, when they push, because PDP practice rotational presidency, not to south.
Okay, within himself.
Within, sure. After, from north to south, south to north. That is what is in the constitution of PDP. So after they have, after the North has ruled for 8 years under Buhari, understand, is supposed to come to the South. And by PDP constitution, a Southern person should pick that ticket. But Wike and went to Atiku. They conspired, said we are going to throw it open. Understand? So that an Igbo man will not pick it.
No.
Understand me? So because they know that Obi, having contested with Atiku in 2019, can pick that ticket. But they decided that to throw it open. And they forced Obi to Labour Party. And then Labour Party was a dead party before Peter Obi came into it. They said that with Obi in Labour Party, the door for an Igbo man to rule is shut. Understand me? That was why Oshiomhole was saying that the noise being made was 4 people that were tweeting in a room. That is a social media noise and so on and so forth. So they were not giving P2B any chance. Understand? But when on the 25th, when people were voting, they saw the way the election was going. 3 elections that were conducted on the same day. The National Assembly, the Senate uploaded, the House of Representatives uploaded. They switched that of presidency. Why? To stop an Igbo man. To stop an Igbo man. Understand? So this is the game. And this is why Adolphus said, why are they understand me? So all these are that effort, that thing that is in Naira never allow Igbo man to rule. So they are doing everything to frustrate Igbo people from becoming president. And Nwankpara is already 75.
That's true.
Understand? And with the present mindset, it's not going to happen in 2027 because they have already rigged the election of 2027. Understand me? So that's why he said that he regrets he will not see an Igbo man rule in his lifetime. So as long as this present mindset continues, an Igbo man will not have a chance that to rule. Understand me? Because this is what is in their mind. Then for him saying that Igbos are the most detribalized person, that's 100%. Any state you go to in the country, after the indigenes, the next are the Igbos. Any state you go to in Nigeria, go to Kano, go to Sokoto, go to Kebbi, go to Ondo, come to Lagos, go anywhere. After the indigenes, the next people are the Igbo people. So if an Igbo man becomes president, he's not likely going to marginalize against any state. Because if he does that, he will be doing it on his own people because he has very big number of his people in that state. Understand me? He has a very big number of his people in that state. So an Igbo man is not likely going to marginalize against any state in the country because his people are there. Understand me?
Yes.
Buhari can decide to marginalize against the Abia state because maybe only few Fulanis are there. He can decide to marginalize Ebonyi state because only few Fulanis are there. Understand? But an Igbo man cannot marginalize against any state because a lot of his people are there. So this is what makes an Igbo man different from any other person in the country. This is what makes an Igbo man different from any other person in the country. So what Adolphus Nwabara said is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If this was a cause, or if this is a cause, right?
No, it's a fact. I've given you evidences.
Okay, so what could break this?
Change of mindset. Change of mindset. Because they see Igbo people as a risk, as a security risk. They will say if you give an Igbo man president, he would declare Biafra. If you give an Igbo man president, he would declare Biafra. Go to Abuja. Igbo people have more property than any other people in the country. Go to Abuja. Go to Kano. After the indigenes, Igbo people have more property than any other people. Understand? Go to Sokoto. Go to Kano. In Lagos here. Check all the good buildings in Lagos who own them. So will you leave all these things and go and declare Biafra? So this is just a mindset. And as Nwabara said, as long as Igbo people are down, Nigerians are down.
Okay, let me ask on this one now about the party. You sound like if you're to rule the country, Nigeria, you must be in a known party. I mean, when you're talking...
Because we don't have independent candidates in Nigeria. You must be in a political party. But P2B, when P2B became the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Labour Party was carcass. It was dead. It was P2B that breathed into it. It was P2B that gave Labour Party a soul and it became a living being.
Got it revived.
Understand me? So P2B has done what nobody in the country will even do in the next 100 years. By resurrecting a dead party and making it a force that even INEC, the judiciary, we are panicking. Understand?
Okay, your name is Anosike Peter, and your name sounds Igbo, means you're Igbo.
I'm from Umuahia, Abia State.
Okay.
Proud Igbo man.
Can a man who is not an Igbo tell me the same thing? In the same country?
The results are there. I gave you proofs. I mentioned names. I gave you proof. I mentioned name. I told you that Gowon was overthrown because he appointed Engineer Odo, the chairman of NNPC, and Babangida is still alive. Understand me? Murtala walked out of that meeting because of that. So I'm giving you history. I'm not giving you fiction. I'm telling you what happened.
Okay. Before
the actors on that day are still alive. Some of them. So go and verify. Babangida is still alive. They say that one of the reasons why they overthrew Babangida, Shehu Shagari, was to stop an Igbo man from becoming president.
But how does this now still stands out till today?
Because those people are still there. Understand me? Those people are still there. So it is not every death that you cry. Some deaths are good. In the Bible, they say it is when King Hosea died that Isaiah realized his destiny begin to shine. So as long as these evil men are still alive, Nigeria will still be where it is. So what I tell, I said Babangida has to go to Yoda prison to release Obasanjo. Obasanjo is still alive. When he came there, Obasanjo asked him, how many presidents do you want to make out of me? I have become a head of state before. That's what Obasanjo told IBB. Obasanjo is still alive. He went to Yoda prison to beg Obasanjo to come out and contest, just to stop Ekwueme from becoming the presidential candidate of PDP. So the history and the facts are there.
So I want to ask you this question. What makes you think an Igbo man will bring change in Nigeria? What makes you sound optimistic? The facts are there. This is the story, like you said, real story, not fictional. What makes
an
you feel?
An Igbo man can squeeze milk from stone. We are rugged. We are creative. Understand me? we are rugged, we are creative. In Lagos here, it is Igbos that are doing the wonderful things. Take an Igbo man to the desert, he will turn it into what? Heaven. It is in us, it is in our DNA. This fuel that they are talking during the war, Igbos were refining fuel. Igbos were refining fuel, jet oil that aeroplanes were using. So an Igbo man can squeeze milk from stone.
I would like to ask you this before we go to the next story. Do you believe in the world one Nigeria?
Strongly. I believe I'm not a candidate of Biafra. I strongly believe in an egalitarian Nigeria. I want Nigeria as one. I want a united Nigeria. I want a working Nigeria. So I believe strongly in one Nigeria. I'm not among those preaching Biafra. No, I believe in one Nigeria. I love Nigeria, but a Nigeria that works, an egalitarian society, a Nigeria where everybody will be free, understand, to use his God-given wisdom to create wealth. Understand me? So that's the Nigeria of my dream.
I would say I love the way you talk about the country. I mean, it shows when I look into your eyes, I would agree with you. You want a better Nigeria. This is just like a wish for you. But do we live one Nigeria now? Do we live what you say now? Do we live it?
We are not living it because of that mindset. That Igbo is a security risk. Understand that they shouldn't be given sensitive positions.
Okay, Peter Nosiki, thank you so much. Let's go on to this one. This one says Obi exonerates colonialism, blames poor leadership for African problems. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has said that poor leadership, not colonialism, is the bane of Africa's development. Obi explained that the problem of Africa, and indeed Nigeria, rests squarely on leadership, and until that is tackled, the continent will continue to stagnate. He said that the challenges being faced in most parts of Africa today stem from the failure of leadership that has continued to burden the continent and slow down its developmental journey. Now, Obi also made a declaration while speaking at the 12th Zik annual lecture series at Oka at the weekend, explained that Nigeria and indeed Africa cannot be continuously explaining colonialism and alleged exploitation for the Western powers for many years without addressing their own challenges.
Yeah,
it's true.
P2B is 100% correct.
He said Africa should look inward and tackle the leadership challenges contending with its development.
The problem that you have in Nigeria is nothing but poor leadership. But what we have been practicing over the years is, in America, they call it government of kicking cans. That's what the Americans call it, government of kicking cans, the government of pushing this in names. That is what we have been having in Nigeria as an example. When Buhari was there for 8 years, he was saying Jonathan. Understand me? They even shifted it back to Murtala Mohammed. That's kicking can. Now Tinubu has come in. Nuhu Ribadu has said that he inherited an empty purse from the past government. That's kicking cans. So Nudo has said that Tinubu inherited a dead economy, kicking cans. For any country to progress, number one thing is good leadership. Good leadership. Then owning a responsibility. I used to tell people that's responsibility is the beginning of wisdom. When you cannot admit that you make a mistake, you can never grow. But what these people are doing is kicking cans, pushing their responsibilities to other people, giving reasons why things are not working. Imagine, we had our independence in 1960. From 1960 to now is how many years? Understand me? So, a man that is almost 60-something years is still calling himself a baby and blaming his father for his failure. That's exactly what Nigeria is doing. A 67-year-old man is still blaming his father for being the cause of his problem when you are already in your 60s. We became independent in 1960 and we are still saying the colonial masters. It took China 10 years to become a number one nation. Just 10 years. Who changed leadership?
True. Yeah,
Singapore, Malaysia, just not more than 10 years. So anybody saying the colonial masters is an idiot. Understand? Our problem is leadership. Once the head is rotten, the whole body is dead. Ideas must come from the top. Inspiration must come from the top. But when it's not coming, there's nothing that any other person can do.
About it.
Understand me? We have about 5 different kinds of leadership styles. Understand? And ideas must come from the top. The person at the top must be, his head must be correct. Understand? He should know how to take decisions, how to take responsibilities. Okay, imagine what Buhari said about 3 or 4 days ago, that his government may have been hijacked. That's what Buhari said, that his government may have been hijacked. Understand? If my son say that kind of a thing beside me, I'll give him a knock. So for Buhari to say that thing, it means that he was not in charge of his government. That's simply what it means. My government has been, he had that mouth, that effrontery to say that his government may have been hijacked while you are awake. So the greatest problem that we have in Nigeria is leadership. People think that we are so big. We are not big. People think that our population is too much. Our population is not too much. America has 50 states. Understand? 50 states. Nigeria and California have the same land mass. Nigeria and California, which is just one of the states in America, have the same land mass. Texas is bigger than Nigeria in land mass, but America is still a country. Then how can Nigeria be too big? For those saying that our population is too much, China is over 1.8 billion, while we are only 220 million. And China is progressing. So our problem is not it's not that Nigeria is big. It's not that our population is big.
Much, yeah.
We don't have the right leadership that can turn our population to productivity. That's the problem. We have not gotten a leader that will turn our population to productivity. Once any leader comes that can turn our population to productivity, Nigeria will change overnight. Understand? So our problem is leadership and not colonial masters. Even for 8 years, Buhari was calling on Jonathan for 8 years. At least, even if you give excuses for the first 4 years, you are not supposed to give an excuse for the second 4 years. It shows that the head is empty. That is what it shows, that the head is empty. We move forward.
Okay, so let's get on this message on WhatsApp. This one says, good evening, Kizike and Mr. Anosike.
Wait, let us just finish before
we'll get on
reading
that.
and their
Okay,
message.
so the next one we have here is this one says election manipulation fears. Partisan Rex spark firestorm. As observed by the man who supervised one of the best elections in Nigerian history, Professor Humphrey Nwosu, the success or failure of any electoral commission is dependent on its staff, both on the field and in the offices.
Yeah.
Also, in laying the foundation for Nigerian democracy, he said, my account of June 12 presidential election and its annulment identified jobs insecuring and despair among election handlers as one of the reasons for illegitimacy and acceptability questions around elections outcome. This observation resulted from 4 years stint as chairman of the defunct National Electoral Commission (NEC) from 1989 to 1993. He said, fast forward to 2010, 17 years after, a certain Donald Duke, who governed Cross River State for 8 years, dropped a bombshell concerning INEC's leadership and electoral outcomes. At an event convened by Safe Nigerian Group (NSG), he reviewed how President Electoral Commissioners (RECs) in connivance with subversive element influenced the outcome of the election. He said the exemplary speech brings you face to face with the role of RECs in engineering controversial election results.
Yeah, so just as Nwosu was the person that organized the 1993 election, which MKO Abiola won, but was not declared winner. It was aborted. Okay, that's they call it option A4.
Okay.
Understand me? They call it option A4. So the truth is that just like in a football match, it is only a referee and his nice men that will decide how that match will go.
Yes.
Understand? If the referee is credible, if he's honest, the match will go well. But if he sees a handball and closes his eyes, then the match will not go well.
Yeah.
So are the RECs. Just like as Professor Henry Nwosu said, it is the RECs that determine the outcome, the success or failure of every election. And as I said, that they have already rigged 2027 election. How? Because they are already appointing card-carrying members of APC as RECs. Understand me? Example is the Akwa Ibom REC, Umorin. Umorin is a card-carrying member of APC. I have seen him wearing APC shirt, waving broom, understand me, and so on and so forth. So, but section 156 of Nigerian Constitution stated who is qualified to be a REC. He said that it is somebody who has an unquestionable character.
Okay.
And who is not a member of any political party. That he must have an unquestionable character and he must not be a member of any political party, which he will not be partisan.
Yes.
But when you appoint a card-carrying member of a party as REC, what do you expect? So they have already started rigging 2027 election with their REC appointments. That is one. Then number two, how REC every and they are called REC and they are wrecking every election. Another way how RECs wreck elections. See what happened in Imo, where Hope Osadema scored 27 over 27. A dull student scoring 27 over 27. That's one of the. Okay, now when you are posted, when a REC is posted to a state, naturally he will go to meet the state governor. Understand?
Yeah.
I'm so and so. I'm the REC that is posted to conduct election in your state. I want to come and familiarize myself with you. Governor will say, welcome. Understand? Governor will say, where are you staying for the moment? At the moment, he said, I have not gotten any house zone. I'm hanging out in a hotel. Okay. How is your movement? I've not. The other wreck here did not leave any car, so I'm just finding it difficult to move around. The governor will say. The governor will tell his chief of staff, make sure that the wreck is comfortable. Give him house, give him cars. That's where the compromise begins. Understand me? That is where the compromise begins. So once the governor give the wreck good accommodation, give him car and money, the rigging of election starts from that day. Understand me? He will now be reporting to the governor. Understand? Thank you, sir. I have seen what you sent. Understand? So that is how these elections are being rigged. So he would now be doing the bidding of the governor from that day onwards. So that is why in most of the states it is the rec that sides the governor, unless if powers from Abuja tell the rec that we don't want that governor to return. Understand me? Then the rec there will have to change his mind. But ordinarily, every rec in any state is in the account of the governor. And you cannot expect free, fair election under this condition. Understand me? So it is the recs that are wrecking all the elections in the country.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How would a rec associate himself with political personnel?
One, until the day EFCC begin to probe INEC of what they are doing with their money. Until the day EFCC begin to probe INEC of what they are doing with their money. An instance, we heard that over 300 billion was given to Mahmoud Yakub to conduct the presidential and governorship election. Nobody has asked him how that money was used.
Till date.
Till date, nobody has asked him. Maybe because he did, he played on the ball very well, so nobody has asked him. But if a competent person comes in and make sure that the rec in each of the states will live independent of the governor, we begin to have credible election. An instance, if there's a rec house in each of the states, as the rec is transferred to Akwa Ibom, he's going in there with cars, with everything that will make him comfortable. So he doesn't need the governor for anything. That's how he will become independent. But anything outside this, forget it. Understand me? Anything outside this, once the rec in a state depends on the governor for comfort, we can never have a credible election.
So it sounds like this is how it's been all the time.
That's how it has been. It's just like a copper posted to a school. Once you get there, the principal of the school will ask you, do you have accommodation? You say, no, I'm coming to this state for the first time. Okay, we'll give you accommodation.
Okay.
Understand me?
Yes.
We'll give you accommodation. We'll make you, he will appoint somebody.
Make you comfortable.
Go and make sure that the copper is comfortable. From that day, you have compromised. Understand me? But if you go there with your own car, house, everything waiting for you, you are comfortable. You don't need the governor for anything. But an instance, the rec in Enugu now, as he's living in Enugu, he's taking everything that belongs to INEC. He's taking to his house. Nobody will question him. So whoever is coming again will not meet anything in Enugu. He'll go to the governor. Governor will tell his chief of staff, make sure that this man is comfortable. From there, the man has compromised. He will begin to do the bidding of the governor. That's how all these things work. Understand?
Can we have Rex that would say no to this in the country?
In Nigeria?
In
Nigeria?
Yes.
Who are his or her parents?
Is it about the country? Is it about the economy? Can't it be?
It's about the mindset.
Okay.
It's about the mindset. It's about the people. Understand? So, with this, what can save Nigeria is a change of mindset.
Okay.
We need a mind shift.
A change of mindset. We hope to see that someday. We check the time very well from our studios here. It is already 1 minute gone past the hours of 5 p.m. right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And this is a recap of some of the major issues that trended during the course of the week. You heard us talk about the first one where Peter and Osiki have been doing justice to. We talked about the first one where we had Kano Guba, appeal court ruling rape of rule of law, democracy from Voters Association. We talked about I may not be alive to see Igbo man become president from Mwabara. This one looks emotional though. Obi exonerates colonialism, blames poor leadership for African problem. And lastly, we talked about election manipulation fears. Partisans, Rex sparks firestorm. So let's go on the messages we have before we open the lines. The first message we have here on WhatsApp portal says, good evening Kizike and Peter and Osike. The political development of Kano is embarrassing and approve of judicial decadence. We are yet to get a governor and state assembly for FCT. His name is Chima from Surulere. This one says, good evening Kizike and Peter and Osike and Mr. Anosike. The history you gave about Igbo not becoming president of Nigeria is very obvious. I love your analysis. Please keep it up, Mr. Anosike. Thanks, Daniel from Oshodi. I asked you this question again before I go on YouTube. Okay, more messages coming. Keep them coming on 0700 903 9039. That's for the WhatsApp portal 0700 903 9039. But when the last will open is at 0700 903 903 903. So I asked this question again. You talked about the history. You gave me facts. I mean, I could go check it out. But I'm asking you on this. Can I see a man who is not Igbo? Tell me same story.
What is truth? I read philosophy as a first degree.
Okay.
In philosophy, we define truth as conformity of an object with the internet. Conformity of an object with the internet.
Okay.
Understand? If I tell you Kizike, if you go outside there, you see a red car.
And I go there.
And you go there and you see a red car. As you are going there, you have a picture of a red car in your brain. And you go there and you see it. Understand? If I tell them, okay, if you go down there, you see a red car. Okay, go there and see a red car. So it doesn't need to be So what I tell you is what any other person can verify. It's what any other person. Babangida gave reasons why they overthrew Shehu Shagari to stop Ekweme. Understand me? Babangida went to Yola prison to bring out Obasanjo to stop Ekweme from contesting 1999 presidential election. Understand me? Gowon was overthrown because he appointed an Igbo man, the chairman of the old NNPC. Okay. Understand me? Okay, so this says good evening, Peter Anosike, Nigeria. Okay, he said we failed simply because Nigeria have refused to accept Igbo man's abilities and potential. Instead, they begin to see Igbo man as a potential threat, as a conspiracy against the development of the. Okay, but I would want to advise this quickly before we open the lines. So, whichever way you want to do it, but I would advise we do it. We are civil. The lines will open now, so we talk. But then, please, let's get to say it right. I love to share this all the time. You can say it in an appropriate manner. You can be angry, you can be offended, whichever way, but you still sound
very appropriate. So it will be ideal you become very civil when the lines are open. So this one says quickly, good evening Kizike and Anosike, looks quite lengthy. Okay, good evening Kizike and Anosike, erudite Anosike. I'm highly blessed to partake in this your evening program. Naira never allow Igbo man rule again. Facts are there to prove it without doubt. Igbos being most detribed in Nigeria invest in every state of Nigeria. And Anosike, you forgot to mention average Igbo man giving only £20 after the civil war, it means, I guess.
Yes.
Still, they bounce back into the mainstream of Nigerian economy. They have rigged 2027 election with their planning. Okay. Can we say that? I don't know if that would be right to say. 2027 election yet to be being rigged already at this point.
When they begin to appoint card-carrying members of a political party as rec, what do you expect? What do you expect? Understand? So, if 2027 is rigged already. Understand me?
Okay, so the lines are open now. I will come to the messages on YouTube. Keep them coming on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. That's on YouTube. I will definitely get to see that I read all the messages, but the lines are open now. 0700-903-903-903. And this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You've been listening to Peter Anosike, and my name is Kizike. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello, Okoli is my name, calling from Bagada.
Okoli, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, I want to talk about this election thing, the INEC and so on.
Okay.
Besides the appointment of INEC chairman and Rex, which must have to be addressed by the National Assembly, this idea of one person appointing a president or whatever has its own problems. But then besides that, once there is an issue with any election, I think our laws will have to make it so that it is INEC, it behoves them to prove beyond doubt that that complaint about rigging did not take place. For instance, the last presidential election, let them bring evidence about the way they calculated their results, governorship, whatever. Bring evidence about how these things were calculated. Then, if at the end of the day, the complainant, the litigant, was not able to show that he had an issue, he could also be sanctioned. But let it be the responsibility of INEC to prove at any time that there is such a challenge, that they did a good job. Let them bring out their results. Let the court take it if the court will continue to be of essence in our elections. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Okoli. Thank you. You heard him.
Yeah, so
he said one person appointing president still remains the problem.
It is very, very, even the one, it is the, pick a call.
Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. My name is Mr. Made calling from Ijeoma.
Okay, you're welcome. Let's have you.
Yeah, you see what I is saying is just reality. And what my brother is saying is real against the Igbos. But when we are talking it or we're saying it, two people will be thinking that we are trying to divide Nigeria and other things. Because if you see what is going on in this country, you know that Igbos are not among the Nigerians. Okay, if you want to get it right more, go to the book Ijeoma Egwuatu, because I'm involved. You see the whole information going on there. I don't think that, but let them know that whenever you hold somebody on the ground, you hold yourself. Why Nigeria is not moving forward? Because they are denying evil, they are right. And they can't move forward. I beg, if I continue to, hearing this or saying it, I will become annoyed more than ever. Okay. So I'm just praying that let there be peace in this country.
All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. And at some point, you might be wanting to lose it. But Anosike, I would like to be, while we're getting the calls, he talked about, let's get on this one quickly, of time. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show. Good evening. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I just like the program they're running now.
All right, I appreciate
My
you.
own- my
What
own
is your
simple
name?
contribution,
What's your
my
name?
own-
What is your name? Sorry.
My name is Carlo. I'm calling from Ogun State.
All right, Carlo, you're welcome. Go ahead.
You see, my own simple contribution to the current issue is that there has been an agreement between the North and the Southwest that no Igbo man will rule this country. Leave it and leave me. You can see Ano Sike is a learned man, and I always like enjoying him whenever I'm hearing his voice. You understand?
Yeah, very well.
Then my prophet in my church told me that Igbo man is going to win this 2023 election, but that they're going to kill him out. And that's exactly what played out. And they are doing it blatantly, that nothing Igbo man can do. So it is better for us to leave and go our place. Professor China Tibe said there is a country, there is a nation, there is a country. We came from somewhere. If you don't open that Igbo man is going to rule this country, I'm telling you, it is impossible. They have make sure that no Igbo man will rule this country. And the earlier we understand this, we Igbos, the better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Good evening.
My name is NBC. I'm calling for Sulere.
All right, Ndubisi, go ahead.
My contribution, actually, I've been telling people that the problem with Nigeria is the gang up against it. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, very well. Go ahead.
Yes, my contribution is that I've been telling people that the problem with Nigeria is the gang up against Igbo. That's the problem with Nigeria. And Nigeria cannot move forward without Igbo. You know, if you look at Ajakuta female, when Rasta came to Nigeria, they went to all around Nigeria. They said, go and find out. But because Southeast, they removed it from that place and got it to Ajakuta. And that's why it's not functional. It cannot work. They told them that it cannot work. So the problem with Nigeria and it can go against Igbo. And without them, breaking the keyboard at the center, Nigeria cannot move forward. That's the other truth.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Hello, welcome. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Stitches from where? Okay, go ahead.
Good evening.
What I want to just say, I want to answer the question that you asked. I was saying that there can't be one red card, not compromise.
Okay.
First of all, people appoint person where not to do work where you send them. Not be person appoint them to has to do to work. Yes, has to do to work. Has to set to do. You cannot, if I am corrupt, I will not go and employ somebody that want to do the right thing. You understand? So now, another thing is, the day Nigeria will stop this tribalism, then this religious war and all those things, and see this one Nigeria, I do not believe in it. Because we are not acting like one Nigeria. Because in our days, yeah, if you, me, I'm an Edoma, I'm a Bima, and because of the fact that I live here in Lagos, in some areas, in my local, my SCP and all, I cannot do the things that the Yorubas do. No, a Yoruba man can sit down outside his house and be probably smoking weed or anything. Another tribe cannot try it because before you know, in the next 2 days, they'll come find you and arrest you. They just, so many little things, I just cite that as an example. It's not like I've seen it. Happen to anybody, but I know what I'm saying directly. So this thing is just tribalism and the way we see ourselves. This is my place. I've said it before. Me, I do not, I don't it did affect me. If from my village or from my street, it did affect me. Even my own blood brother cannot be doing bad thing and I will see. But I cannot kill somebody and I will cover for him. Not possible. Not possible. So not just this big tracing and mystery of this thing. If you are educated, you will not say because this person is an evil man, this person is an outside man.
All right.
I cannot travel to Kano. Sorry, I cannot travel to Kano and somebody will tell me, even this place or somebody will tell me, say, okay, go back to your place. Nigeria is my place. You cannot tell me that. Yes, no matter where I am in Nigeria, I have right whatever you have. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. You know, when he said that, I remember I've been to some places in the country and they say, go your place. When I go back to, I think I hear that. But it's a one Nigeria thing we're talking about here. Let's get on this one. Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Suleiman, calling from Ghana.
Suleiman, you're welcome. How are you today?
Fine. I'm very much interested in what the program that we're discussing in the studio.
All right. Thank you so much.
I just have an impression to correct. You see, I'm a typical Yoruba man.
All right, go ahead.
Both from my father and mother side, I'm from Ogun State.
Oh.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Okay.
You understand?
Very well.
And I voted clearly for Peter Obi in the last general election.
Oh, okay.
But what I don't like about most of these people saying is that without them, Nigeria cannot do this. If a Yoruba man come there, this will happen. No, that is not my own belief why I voted for Peter Obi. I voted for Labour Party because I just thought that, okay, what of these people can't they be allowed to rule?
Oh, okay.
It's not as if that was the reason why I voted for. It's not as if I voted because I have the belief that, okay, if an evil man comes there, there will be
okay.
So, you understand?
Very well.
I voted because I just said that, okay, why is it that these people can? Let us see what an evil man can do. Since 1999, we've had presidents from the north, two from the north, one from my side in the west, Chief Obasanjo, one from south, Dr. Jonathan. What of the east? Or what is that the meaning of the one Nigeria that we are always talking? That is what I do tell my people.
Right.
During this last election. So that was the reason why we voted for an man. It's not because, okay, if an man gets there, so yes, only God knows that was the same way we did in 2015 for President Buhari. That we think, okay, when it comes there, you know what will happen, but what do we get at the end of the day? So the Igbo people should just know that only God knows who's going to come and change the issue of this country.
All right. Only
God knows. That mentality that they are the best people on the world, they own this, they own that. You see, it's just like when the last general election that they asked them to Lagos State, that they asked them to leave Lagos State. I was telling my people that this is not possible. You can't send them away. What have they done? You have been living that peacefully together, so you have no right to say somebody should leave. Nobody has the right to send another person to the heart of the land. God is the owner of the land. Nobody owns the land.
Thank you so much.
You getting what I'm saying?
Very well, I can hear you.
So please, so let the Igbo people know that only God knows who can. So if the way they are all shouting to be I'm not saying Trump is not a good man. No, because at least I've come across some of the things to be doing for the government. You understand?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that only God knows who is going to come and then give us what we want in this country.
All right, thank you.
Let nobody be saying that Igbo man is the best, Yoruba man is the best, Hausa man is the best. I hope you guys are getting.
All right, very well. Thank you so much. Quite interesting as well. As a point, it won my heart in some part. This sounds patriotic. He sounds very patriotic, and he just said it.
He voted for a change.
Yes, I mean he's been thinking about it. Why can't this set of people, rule? Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. Okay. Yeah, how are you today?
The son of Speaker. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
UK satellite.
Okay, go ahead. Welcome.
Yeah, okay. You see, in Nigeria, despite which Igbos hold the helm of affairs in this country in the beginning, it doesn't mean they will chase us away. No matter what they have written, no matter what they have said, they cannot be able to chase us away. We are here before white man came. We are here before white man came. Even some outsiders, we are here before they came into Nigeria. So, who will follow Nigeria bomber to bomber? We will not go back. Whatever they like, they should do. We don't care. Some people who recognize Igbos will do the right thing, as our others did during the Obi's election. Okay. So those who don't want to recognize, they can do whatever they like. We must follow this country bomber to bomber. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Nobody's chasing anybody away.
Yeah, I was going to say that now.
Our constitution said that we have the right to live in any part of the country.
Yes.
Understand? So nobody, where are they chasing us to?
Because when I hear say we
to the Atlantic Ocean or to the Sahara Desert. No, this is our country. We remain in the country.
All right. Hello, welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
That's Ifeanyi from Ajao.
All right, Ifeanyi from Ajao. Let's have you.
My brother.
Ifeanyi, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now.
I would want you to turn down the volume of the radio set. I mean, there's another hall back here.
Okay, no problem.
Very well.
You know what happened, my brother? The problem. Hello?
I'm here. I can hear you. Hello? You've not done that. I mean, turn down the volume of your radio set. Turn it down a little bit. Turn it off. If possible, turn it off.
How is it now?
Okay, it's better. Let's talk.
Okay. The problem in Nigeria between Igbos and the rest is a very old thing. You see, I blame it on British. And the blaming it on British is stems from the greediness of the rest of the tribes in Nigeria, especially the north and the west, especially the north. They sold it to the west to help Igbos. But they refuse to realize that they agree with the British to make sure that they hand of Nigeria against the Igbos who are ready to protect it for the interest of Nigeria. This thing is against Nigerians' own overall interest of the whole Nigeria. They are still doing it today. Why they don't want the Igbo to come nearer to the power is because they will segment certain criminality in governance. And this criminality is between Nigeria and the rest of the power that be in, between the British and the rest of the power that be in Nigeria. And the Igbos are ready to segment it. That's why they refuse to them to come nearer. So that's just the problem and nothing more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? You're here. Can you hear me? Hello? Very welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name? All right. Adekunle. What's the location? All right. From where? All right. Let's have you. Okay. Right.
And if you look at the issue of the North, they're not paying. The Southwest, we are not dancing to anybody. But we are not voting. The last election, 60% or 70% of the Southwest, because we believe in it, because we don't care. Because from his campaign, what he has done, we see it. So not that people are saying that you are the best, all tribes are the best. Best way when we get the right. So that the opportunity we have now is that we have bad leaders that have no vision for the leaders. We have bad leaders that have no vision for them. If not, being an Igbo man We cannot continue to play games with other tribes. Nigeria is not for one tribes, all Igbo tribes. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Epi, Edo, mention all the Igbo tribes. Anyone can become president.
Yeah.
But for the people, they need to put their hands together, work together, stop that.
Okay.
I live I grew up in the so I have some things have present. Long man together, don't say we are because we have a mass one. We are a bit of our tribe, our religion, we have a mass one. But our leaders are making us the other way. Trying to divide us, but we know that we understand ourselves. We are in good form.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Before I get on the next call, Peter Anosike, I wanted to talk about this quickly with me. Put yourself, the Igbos should put themselves together, love yourself, put it right. Do this go contrary to you at all? Do you see the Igbos loving themselves as well? As one. That's a very big one.
Wait, this dummy that enemies of the Igbo have sold to them and they bought it. That Igbos don't love themselves.
Okay, you don't believe in it.
Understand me? I don't believe in it. Understand? The issue is this, there's division everywhere.
Okay.
Yorubas are divided. Hausas are divided. Igbos are divided. There's no unity in the country.
Yeah, okay.
Understand me? Afeni Fere has a faction. Ohaneze has faction.
Right.
Arewa Consultative Forum has faction. For the first time since 1999, the Northern Elders Forum could not endorse one candidate. Understand me?
Right.
There's no unity. Nigeria is in pieces. Understand me? So, but saying that Igbos don't love this, it is a lie that they told to the Igbos, and the Igbos themselves bought it. Understand me? This is now in Ogun State tomorrow. Igbos are celebrating their New Yam festival.
Let's get on this.
Understand me? So,
all right, welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, 6K.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Chukwudi from Abulegba.
Chukwudi from Abulegba. Let's talk. Welcome.
Please, KDK, I don't know, gas from my house brought my child all over in body, including face. Actually, I need the help. For the money they are charging me in the hospital is so much. I need the help, please. I don't know. I need the help.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I said gas from my house brought my child all over her body. So they charge me. The one they are charging me in the hospital is too much. The bill they are billing me is too much.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir, yes.
I would say this has to do with life, what you're saying, so I would have cut you off, but I understand what you're saying. But this is like a program now, and this is away from what we are doing. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
But I would personally, on my own, definitely reach out to you away from this. But it's not ideal. This is like a program. I mean, there's something at stake. But I understand what you're saying. But I respect your opinions as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you as well. All right. Safe. Okay. It is still VOP 90.3 FM, Lagos City. Voice of the People is the name. And this is a recap of some of the major issues that trended during the week. This is Peter Anosike here, making justice to all of these. My name is Kizzy K, the voice of the mic. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, Kizzy K.
Good evening to you.
Good evening to my brother Anosike over there.
Good evening.
Mr. Anosike, I salute your courage. My name is Mr. Chris from Your Voice Pajam.
All right, you're welcome, Mr. Chris.
The analysis you gave towards Igbo being trying to be pushed out of this country, did not recognize, for you failed to bring in Ejirika's problem when he was made the chief of staff. I'm referring to Mr. Anosike. You should also analyze that it's part of those hatred they have for Igbo. Ejirika was made chief of staff in Jonathan's government.
Chief of Army Staff.
They labeled him, they labeled him a sponsor of Boko Haram. So thank you. I want you to also analyze on that. How is the one you said before? Good evening.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Hatred. The word hatred is big, Anosike.
Well, they always say if you want to train a dog, you give it a bad name.
Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you help us in the studio here, please?
I'm sorry. My name is Ifani from Ikorodu.
All right, Ifani, let's have you.
I want to talk about this issue of Igbo people hate themselves. I will categorically tell you that Igbos are the most people that love their brothers and sisters more than others. Number one, I'll give you an example. It's not for instance, Lagos now. Like, for instance, Alaba. You find that Igbo person will be doing the same business, the neighbor the same business, the other neighbor the same business, one line like up to 50. The same people are doing the same business. And when you went there in the morning, they will be facing their business. After that business, they will all come out together, gather together, drink together, eat together. This one will carry food, enter his neighbor's shop to be eating. The same business they are doing, carry food, enter his neighbor's business. Some of them will say that Igbo people did not bring out one person for election, and that is why Igbo people cannot rule Nigeria. What happened in 2023? All the Igbo people combined together, brought out one person, and later we know what happened. We are here in this country. When something happened in Osha, I don't want to mention him. The same family, we are fighting. I am the one to go. This one time, the one to go in Oshu State. Everybody knows about it. Why is it that people will always focus on Igbo hate themselves, Igbo hate themselves? Who can do the same thing? The only people that I can say that love themselves as Igbo did is Hausa. One person can get a place before you know they will reach 100 there. And that is what the same thing Igbos are doing. Go where they're doing business. You will see all of them are doing business and all of them will be together, playing together. Who will do it here? Other people cannot do it. They will start poisoning themselves, looking for a way to kill themselves. I don't want people hearing people saying Igbo hate themselves, Igbo hate themselves. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. All right. Evening crew, Liberia has just held a free and fair election. Free and fair and incredible election that made George Weah congratulated the opposition, which many EU observers, many other election observers can testify. Even your INEC, Liberians are rejoicing, but the reverse is the case with what you I said
George Weah is a real sportsman.
Right.
Understand? He know that as a former footballer, you know that
already.
You win today, you lose tomorrow. Understand? It doesn't affect you. So from the background he is coming from.
Wow. That's the mentality.
Understand me? So from the background he's coming from, that's what is known as spirit of sportsmanship.
Oh, okay.
It is inculcated
in him already. It's true.
Understand?
Right.
So
I get that point.
So he has a different background from our Nigerian politicians.
Okay. This one says we can never get it right as nation if some sections of the country are seen as second-class citizens. If Nigeria must move forward, Igbos should be given the chance to produce the president on Nigeria. I keep saying this again. I love to say this again if I get on the call. I would comment. I can't recall the names of those the people who have called me on the show or called us on the show that said it's Igbo man. Yeah, I like that man who said he's not saying that Igbo man will bring change, but sometimes, like I want to say, one of my mottos in life is you never could know, or you can never say until you try.
Yes.
We've not seen. We can't recall. This set of people should be given an opportunity. Do you understand my point? Yes, I'm with you.
I am very happy that Buhari ruled Nigeria.
Really?
If Buhari did not rule Nigeria, people would have thought that this man would have turned Nigeria into America.
Because the expectation was so high.
Understand me? So, because he tried 3 times and failed, people were saying he's the best. So, it is good. His ruling Nigeria exposed him, understand? And people know that what they were thinking about him is 100% of opposite what he is. Understand?
Yes. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
This is Suleiman Komenda.
All right, Suleiman, let's have you.
Yeah. You see, this is one of the things I just said. One of the corner coordinators said that Igbo people are the ones who like themselves most in Nigeria. You see, that is one of the problems we are having. No, I said, and then that nothing is special about any tribe.
Right.
Nothing. We are all the same thing. We are all back to just like the Kano has just said. So there is nothing special about any tribe. There is in no tribe. Not all cannot be good. Another day cannot be bad.
Right.
I once spoke with an Igbo friend that his cousin was actually on the sick bed in the hospital, and they just paid our salary. He received an this almost 5 minutes afterwards. I have to tell him that at least remove 50,000 and let them comment chicken. He said he can't remove money from his money. This is his cousin, but an Igbo guy, my friend. Even this is in my own tribe too. There are people like so. Even the only thing I like about what that caller said is that he said if you have to even bring the likeness of the tribe. That will go to the Hausa people. It's not as if they like themselves 100% like that.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
So yeah, you're right.
There is something special about anybody, but only God is special. Human beings will always be human beings. All human beings cannot be good, and all of them cannot be bad.
All right.
This one is given an instance of Alaba market. Is that the only place where you can find Igbo people? Let him go outside. Even I've seen an Igbo woman accusing another Igbo woman of coming to sprinkle bad water in her shop so that she will not be selling. I've seen something like that, even in my own tribe too.
All right.
So please, what we just need is for God to just bring us the right person, someone who has that humanity blood flowing in his veins.
All right.
Someone will not say, okay, you are outside, you are Yoruba. No, we will not have that kind of discrimination. We know that I am here to serve people. Let me do the right thing. Are you getting it?
Yeah, very well.
Nothing is special about anybody. Nothing is special about anybody.
All right. Thank you so much.
No, Yoruba is not superior to Igbo. Igbo is not superior to nobody is superior. All of us are the same thing.
What's your name again? Sorry, are you there? Oh, he had to go. Okay, I think that's the same man I talked about not long. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening, Kizike.
Good evening to you. Welcome. What's your name?
This is John Legend, calling from Bushi.
All right, John Legend, let's have you.
Yeah. You see, that is one reason why sometimes mentality. Do you know why people travel to America? Because they knew, and the Canada, because they knew that America, their government and the Canada government is different in our own. In every tribe, yes, everyone is special, but in every tribe, there is some people that still have grace. Like Israel now, you can imagine Israel. No matter how small Israel is, people used to be afraid of them because of that grace that God gave them. It's not as if that they are not human beings like others, but in life there is a special grace for everybody. The way you are handling this program now, if somebody can come there, it might not be handled exactly the way you do. You understand?
Very well, yes.
The way Mr. Arnold is doing his program now, you might see somebody that even he is a stammerer, but the way he is handling his program, you can see there is something special in him, very, very special, that somebody that is not even stammerer. You understand?
Right, very well, very well.
In life, there is grace. That is why most of the time I don't mind listening to all this business, but whenever he's on program, just let him always lay my ear. I listen to him because there is something special in him. Let us accept one thing in life. There is something special in someone's life. People can have grace everywhere, but there are special grace. You see, Igbo, I'm not talking about my Igbo man. Do you understand me?
Very well.
There is some little thing grace the Igbo people have. We get patience for everything. We have patience. Look at Nigeria for how many years now? Igbo man have not to do this Nigeria after independence. And see where Nigeria is going. You see where Nigeria is moving. See where Nigeria is going. Because why? There are some people that can bring leadership in this government now. This will change.
Okay, John Legend, let me ask you, are you there with me? Can you hear me?
Very well.
So I want to ask you this question. What makes you think an Igbo man will bring change to the country?
Because number one, Igbo, they have sense.
They have sense.
Do you understand? They have sense.
Okay.
They are industrious.
All right. Thank you so much.
They very practical. We don't make theory, very practical.
All right.
Do you understand?
Very well. Very well.
I can create things by my wisdom, by my faith.
Okay.
Right from my
John Legend, thank you so much. Right. All right. Okay, John Legend, thank you so much. Nice having you on the show. Thank you so much as well. Hello, thank you so much. Hello, who's home?
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
It's Ola from Sulere.
Ola, you're welcome. Let's have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think people are just trying to be too emotional. There's no tribe that is better than another tribe.
Okay.
All of us are the same. We are all Nigerians. So it's individual. Your track record will determine whether you are going to perform in when you become president, not because of your ethnic group.
Oh, okay.
If it is by ethnic group, the whole Southeast should be like Dubai now. If it is, did they not have governor there? Were they not ruling themselves? So have they turned the place to Dubai? So that is it. If we have a very good person that can turn things around, can mobilize people to do the right thing, that is when Nigeria will change. Because I don't even see as a problem of one Messiah will just come and everything will fall in line. No. If we mobilize, we show example so that the other people can follow. Nobody, it's not one person job, it's everybody. Chinese said if every family clean their house, the whole town will be clean. That is it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Chooks from Ejibo.
All right, Shooks from Ijeoma. Let's
My
have
name
you.
is Chooks from Ejibo.
I heard you very well. Welcome.
Okay. They are just trying to deviate from what they are discussing. You and Mr. Nosike is talking about. We are talking about the operation going on. How to better this nation. And they are talking on who is better. Now in Igbo land, the governors are from Igbo land. They are Igbos. And most of them have not performed, if not few of them. Then what we are talking about is the hatred of Igbo from other tribes. Now in Lagos here, I am an agent, sorry to say so, but what we are seeing, to give Igbo man house now is become issue. Yoruba will tell you, don't need Igbos. Just because they are afraid of people was what Mr. Nosike is saying. Now at the Patu market, during the cashless time, the Igbos will pay their levy with cash. When Yoruba, they will ask Yoruba to make transfer. When they gather Igbos, when they will sell it back to Igbos during time of cashless. It's not oppression. It's not that hatred spirit. Now, houses are being demolished at Lekki and all the rest. The same government, the same people that sold land to Igbos did approve documentation for them, are the people that returned to demolish the houses. This is not what we are talking about. We are talking about who. The only way is that to know who is best. Let us return this nation to regional government. Then everyone will govern himself and know who is better or who is not better.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was almost going to cut him off, but I just had to let him talk. He talked about changing. Nobody's changing it, but there's no way you want to talk about this that you don't have to reference to that. Now, I was also going to ask him of what he said about the tax, the payment in the culture and the rest of that, but he said he's an agent. So I believe he should have his...
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick your call.
Hello, who's home? Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name is
You sound very low. I can barely hear you.
My name is Chisa, calling for Equator.
All right. Welcome. Go ahead, Chisa.
I'm very, very grateful for what Mr. Nosike was.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. He spoke a lot.
Right.
It was the background of Nigeria. We are not born when under the Civil War. We are not born then. Until then, he gave us a lecture. I think we learned something from the past Nigerians, past tense.
So I urge everybody to know that Nigeria are one. So Kabas in Nigeria don't want Igbos to be the number one. Number one is the most important thing. Now, as our president now, what president, he has power to rule everybody, to make law that will benefit everybody. But due to some things are not normal. So now, what I want to say is, if Nigeria government give people a chance, Papa can just give that. They say that they support it to be, but people are actually they support it to be. But some Qatar, Nasarok, doesn't want Igbo person to be there. Why? That's my question. Why? Let's call ourselves one nation. Everybody put our Igbo. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let me see how fast I can run some of these messages on YouTube. This one says, Fisayo Majekodumi says, but why Igbos has turned southeast like Dubai? I don't agree with you. I don't agree with all of you, despite I don't have anything to do with Igbos. She went as far as saying, it's a lady, I guess, you're complaining being in Nigeria and you still want to be part of Nigeria. I don't think you understand yourself, sir. Okay, I can't recall when you complained being in Nigeria. I just Fisayo Majekodumi, I hope you listen to us very well. Peter Nosike never complained of being in Nigeria. She's saying you are complaining of being in Nigeria and you still want to be part of Nigeria. I don't think you understand yourself. Okay, so Madi P says correct. Ola Adewale says loving Nigeria is a dream, Mr. Darlington. Or Mr. Anosike, not Darlington. Thank you so much. Peter Anosike, not Darlington, not Mr. Darlington. Ola Adewale says Nigeria does not love one another in real life. Sir, I'm loving Nigeria is a dream that may not come true after 63 years. Oh, great message says anyone holding his father on the ground is holding himself until they do the needful. By accepting Igbos into power, nothing good may likely happen in Nigeria. I'll come back to this message. Let's get on this, okay? OB12 OB says on YouTube, Oladewale, you are right. Nigeria is a country has advantage for development, even its population alone. Great message says Nigeria do something with your Nigeria do something with your constitution is the major challenge we are having in this country. So Factual Home says at Fisayo Majekodumi, okay, she tagged her and said, but why has Lagos not turned to Dubai? I don't even belong to any tribe, but this rubbish tribalism between these three tribes is becoming stupid. Hello, welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Great to have you join us. What's your name?
My name is Richard. I'm calling from Ikotun.
All right, Richard, let's have you.
Okay. I just want to greet Mr. Peter Anosike for his enlightenment and speaking the truth. Hello?
Very well, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I listen to you very well, Mr. Daliti. The truth of this, I sat in the northern Nigeria. Are you with me?
Very well, go ahead.
During my NYC.
All right.
Then I was made as CLU. When we organized a certain thing, I put some people from the southeast. Do you know that in that place, they called me, they said no. They said, CLU, no, don't put Igbo copper there. I was so sad. That was many years ago. I'm over 50, you understand?
Yeah.
I was very sad. And the same country, we are shouting one Nigeria. I'm telling you, if you go with the interior northern Nigeria, they don't like the southeast people. That's just the truth. They are just playing. Then when our politicians, I visit Abuja regularly, when you see them, they forget about all these things. When they when they mingle with their northern senators, they forget that no, these things supposed to be for us. Let me give you an example. In 1998, 1999, just like a G37 was formed. I was, that's when they wanted to do this, what they call it, primary. One of my professors at the University of Lagos is from River State. I didn't want to mention his name.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
We lodged in a hotel. By the time money changed hand again, they voted against Alex Ekweme. I'm 100% sure what I'm saying. So the truth is there again. When some evil people see money, they always forget all this we are talking about. But the truth is that one Nigeria, I know, I voted for Peter Obi. I was a electoral monitoring officer for Labour Party. I want a change. Yes, I'm a Yoruba person. Oladele is my name.
Yeah.
I'm a Yoruba person. I want a change. If we say in Yoruba land, as we say, if a kola nut that has three species, there's no reason. It should not cause any argument. You pick your own, I pick my own, you pick your own. There should be no argument. When you come to the southeast, let me get it. When you go to the northwest or north central or northwest, let them get it. When you come to the southwest, we get it. From 1999 up to now, why can't they allow an Igbo man to become president? It's shameful. It's shameful. This is not the true democracy our forefather fought for. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. You want to say something about that? Okay, let's get on this. Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome. Good evening. What's your name, quickly? All right, let's have you. What's your location? All right. Okay, go ahead. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day as well. So sorry for cutting you off quickly because of time. Let me say I can run this one quickly. This one says, okay, country they scatter. People they argue, politicians they chop money. Politicians they chop your future, they go. The children of those encouraging this tribalism live in the white man country and even have permanent residence. And that's from Factual Homes. Factual Homes says victims insulting each other's tribe. So cute. We are Azikiwe's children. We are Awolowo's children. That's what Nigeria was saying. We are Tafawa Balewa's children and fathers of tribalism. Nobleman says this is history. Very interesting. Thanks, Peter Anosike. You have to put it into writing. Vincent Obu says, please, young man, stop interrupting Mr. Anosike. Listen and learn. Thank you. Oh, Victor Ogbu, was I really interrupting? We work with time. I mean, okay, just what it is. Your opinion though is fine. Chidi Otugo says at Mr. Rolla, okay, the southern east part can better Dubai if the federal government will stop sabotaging the development on southeast by allowing our seaports, real international airports, and so on. Okay, you will see the industrials in the country. So this would likely be the last call because of time. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. You're welcome. What's
My
your name?
My name is Okay from Satellite.
All right, okay, let's have you quickly.
You know, this our country, they have already divided this country all so long by calling us north and south. So anytime they want to produce a president, they will say it will be going to north. And anytime when they come into south, they will say, and when the Obama take, they say, if you are coming from southeast, they will say south you don't take. So you mean close your mouth. So that kind of arrangement, they have already done it so long, where they don't want that particular section or tribe to be number one in this country.
Okay.
Even another thing I'm saying is that if they want it to be, say they will be part of Nigeria, because their brother picture is there. You won't tell me that if the man is alive, they will not.
Hello?
If Zik is alive, then when they say, the other one, Tafawa will take, Awolowo will take, then you know will give them your own. And the own children, when you live around, you know will give them your own share. So that is since you don't want to give them their own right.
All right.
Let them go.
Thank you so much. We have to let you know. Yeah, very well. Very well. I understand. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Quickly, just says, good evening, Peter Anosike. I'm enjoying your historical perspective. I'm a Yoruba and I like many countless numbers supported Peter Obi in the last election. Many Yoruba elders too supported him. We do not see him as a security risk because he engaged potential electorate constructively. His Lagos victory, if not for INEC, was phenomenal. Collectively, we all shall take our country back. There is strength in diversity. Simisola Isolo, Lagos, she said. Okay, wrapping up the show, I got to say this one. You remember I was talking about the George Well story, and we're not done with that. But I got to say this one. I said, evening presenter, why did you edit my messages? Why are you doing eye services and being hypocritical with the truth? The election of Nigeria was no votes buying, Aguero intimidation with INEC, blah, 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 conspiracy, okay, and cash. I mean, it's quite lengthy, won't have time, but I didn't edit your message. I think your message was still passed. Okay, let me read it. Let me read it again quickly. So I run. She said, okay, the first one she said, okay, Liberia has just held a free and fair, incredible election that many judges were got congratulations. The opposition, which many EU observers, many other election observers can testify. Even your INEC Liberians are rejoicing, but they are reverse. It's what you did here in Nigeria, where we had votes buying, Aguero intimidation with INEC, police conspiracy with cash and carry judiciary. This template was used from top to bottom. That's why Nigerians are passing through this nightmare since when you are president. Oh, okay. I mean, it's quite lengthy, but it's fine. Thank you so much for everyone who joined the show. It is a recap of some of the major issues that trended in the course of the week. We can't do more. Our time is far gone, but we need to go. Peter Anosike have been doing justice to this, and I really appreciate every one of you who called in on the show, who listened from home, from everywhere. This show for me wouldn't have been a worthwhile moment if you were not part of the show. Peter Anosike, let's get you on the sign out. My sign out is that the main problem with Nigeria is leadership. And not where somebody comes from. Okay. The main problem is leadership. Right. If we get a good leader, no matter where he comes from, he'll be able to galvanize the whole country. All right. If we get a good leader, he'll be able to galvanize the whole country and things will begin to move well. All right. So it's not because it's Hausa or Yoruba or Igbo. What we need is a good leader who can inspire others. All right. Thank you so much, Peter Anosike. Thank you so much. It is on this note that the show comes to an end right here on VOP 90.3 FM. Stay here, don't go anywhere. More interesting programs coming up at 6 p.m. here. World news coming up. My name is Kizike. Been amazing with you, Lagos City. There is nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. Good evening, beautiful Lagos City. I am Kizike. I'm out.